Hi there, it happened just down the road from here at the Study Prep School, a really well-known, well-respected school in this area, and it's on a really remote, narrow road, so it's a bit of a mystery as to how someone would seemingly be driving at speed on a carriageway like that. Not often that you see the police getting as emotional as we've seen today. The voice of the local police commander was breaking earlier, as you're about to see, but it really underlines how the suddenness of this tragedy has really affected people in this area.
It happened on the final morning of term. As some of the pupils were outside in a school courtyard, a horrific scene was about to unfold. The Land Rover Defender crashed through a fence, eventually hitting a building. The air ambulance was on the scene shortly afterwards with other emergency crews. But later would come a grim confirmation of what happened.
Very sadly, one of the children, an 8-year-old girl, died at the scene. Our thoughts are with her family at this incredibly difficult time.
16 people were treated at the scene. As news of the incident reached parents, some of them came to take their children home for the day. A delivery driver who witnessed the aftermath told 5 News of the distressing scene.
I didn't know necessarily whether they were alive or going into the ambulance for treatment, but some of the damage that I saw did seem quite life-threatening and maybe unsurvivable.
And these are children?
These are children indeed. They were very small and it struck a chord, and I did have a bit of an emotional moment, but yeah, it was just heartbreaking stuff really.
Within 2 hours of the incident, police said they were not treating it as terror-related. Those connected to the school itself have been describing the last few hours as harrowing.
The school community is profoundly affected by this tragedy, and at the moment we're really not in a position to make any further comment about it.
It was supposed to have been a day of celebration here. Instead, pupils, teachers and their families are now absorbing the impact of the most tragic events instead. Julian Drucker, 5 News, Wimbledon.
Julian, good to speak to you once again. And we understand that there has been a statement from the school.
Yes, Dan, the Study Prep School have put a note of condolence on their website in the last few minutes. They say that they are profoundly shocked by the tragic accident this morning. We are devastated, they say, that it has claimed the life of one of our young pupils, as well as injuring several others. Our thoughts are with the bereaved family, they say, and with the families of those injured at this terrible time. And then they say it's too early to fully understand what has happened, and they say also the welfare of the pupils is their top priority, especially those who suffered injuries. Now, we had an update from police earlier on, and we really saw and heard how raw the moment was for the local commander here.
Very sadly, one of the children, an 8-year-old girl, died at the scene. Our thoughts are with her family at this incredibly difficult time. The driver of a car, a woman aged in her 40s, stopped at the scene and has since been arrested for causing death by dangerous driving and remains in police custody. This is a very difficult time for everyone here at the school and across the wider community.
There's some sort of celebratory event taking place in the front courtyard of the school this morning, some sort of tea party, people have said, although the school haven't confirmed that. Education Secretary Gillian Keegan has said the devastating incident here that happened when school staff and children, she said, should have been enjoying their last day of term. The driver of that car, a woman in her 40s, is still in custody tonight.